Well, sources are telling your channel that since Riya took all financial decisions on Sushant Singh Rajput's behalf, Shruti Modi has also told instances when Riya took decision on behalf of the late actor. Shruti Modi, remember, was the ex-manager of Sushant Singh Rajput. During the period Riya met him, she also handled a few projects of her. But post-February 2020, Shruti said she had limited interaction with Sushant Singh Rajput. So Riya interfered in SSR's decision-making, especially decisions related to finance. And Shruti Modi has also revealed to the agency that Riya was the one who was taking financial decisions on behalf of Sushant Singh Rajput. Clearly, trouble mounts there for Riya Chakrabarti after this revelation coming in from the former business manager of Sushant Singh Rajput, Shruti Modi, who is being interrogated by the Enforcement Directorate. Today's day 3 or round 3 of the interrogation, where these revelations are being made by the business manager of Sushant Singh Rajput. And these revelations clearly, in a way, also highlight the claims that were being made by the family members. Remember, the family members of Sushant Singh Rajput alleged that Riya Chakrabarti and her family had taken over Sushant Singh Rajput's life and his business and his financial transactions. Let's go across to Kajal, who's joining us from outside the ED office, our Mumbai bureau chief. Kajal, massive revelation there by Shruti Modi, who says Riya interfered in Sushant Singh Rajput's decision making. In fact, she was taking all financial decisions on his behalf.
Yes, in fact, that is the thing that Shruti Modi has told the officials who are questioning her right now, and she has said that since February she hadn't had much of an interaction with Sushant Singh Rajput. Remember, it was somewhere around May that Disha Salyan had been handling some of his stuff. So clearly, in the intervening 2-3 months, no one really was in touch with Sushant except Riya Chakrabarti. And very significant that Shruti Modi says that a lot of decisions were taken by Riya Chakrabarti, and she has also provided them with instances of what sort of decisions, what kind of instances were these when these decisions were taken by Riya. And she has given those details to the ED authorities, and she has also said that to the best of her knowledge, she doesn't know of any illegal financial transactions.
Right. You know, we also have Bhavtosh Shah, senior editor on the broadcast. Let's go across to him as well. Bhavtosh, the family, and Madhav is also joining us now. Bhavtosh, the family had alleged that Riya Chakrabarti and her family were in fact taking over Sushant Singh Rajput's business, and they were not letting him interact with the family members. Now, Shruti Modi's revelation definitely gives a lot of reason for the ED to further interrogate Riya Chakrabarti and her family members, since Shruti Modi says that it was Riya Chakrabarti who was taking all decisions as far as finances were concerned on behalf of Sushant Singh Rajput. So agencies, of course, would want to know whether Sushant willingly had given Riya Chakrabarti that right, or whether he was being manipulated into it.
Yes, importantly, Swati, Shruti Modi's statement also give credence to what the family has been saying for time and again. Till now, it was one family versus another family, one version, another version. What investigating agencies needed was a proof that can stand in the court of law. Statements of Shruti Modi over a period of 2 or 3 days is very important in this case, because she gives an insight as to how Riya Chakrabarti was controlling Sushant Singh Rajput. The fact is that she in fact in her statement claimed that she joined as a business manager of Sushant Singh Rajput when Sushant had just started having a relationship or started dating Riya Chakrabarti. But over a period of few months, she started taking all the calls, whether it was financial transactions or whether it was on professional front. She has completely denied doing any kind of illegal financial transaction, but she did admit that Riya had a lot of control as far as Sushant Singh Rajput is concerned. And that's what we have covered and investigated over a period of 10 to 15 days. We have statements of several staff members who were abruptly removed, and then Samuel Miranda joining as a house manager. It is consistent with what the family is saying, and that's why ED has said that they will again call in for questioning Riya Chakrabarti after getting through all the statements and also recording the statement of Sushant's sister, Meetu Singh.
Right, and that is going to be very, very crucial, the statement of the sister. Let's also go across to Madhav. The family members clearly would now claim vindication given this revelation coming in from Shruti Modi, the former business manager of Sushant Singh Rajput. So she definitely was privy to a lot of decisions that Rhea was taking on behalf of Sushant Singh Rajput. These are live visuals coming in at this point in time on the broadcast of Sushant Singh Rajput's sister Meetu Singh, who has reached the ED office. Remember, her statement will also be taken down today by the Enforcement Directorate. Meetu Singh has reached the ED office. So Sushant Singh Rajput's sister was in fact the person who was contacted by Sushant Singh Rajput's friends. Okay, I believe Kajal is with us. Kajal, can you hear me? And I believe Meetu Singh has reached ED office.
Yes, Meetu Singh just went inside the ED office, and she was to join the probe today to try and give a statement as to what exactly she feels had happened. Remember, she was the one who had been called soon after the actor's death, and she had gone to the flat at Mont Blanc. Not just that, there were also reports earlier that she had several verbal altercations with Rhea Chakravarti over the lack of access to Sushant Singh Rajput, which the family had been trying to get. So she knows a lot of things about what went down, and she being amongst the amongst those who were first to reach that place after Siddharth Pithani and the others had brought down and informed the police about Sushant Singh Rajput's death. So it's very crucial to speak to her to try and get a sense of what was happening in those final months of Sushant Singh Rajput's life.
Right, and Madhav, since the ED is looking into the financial irregularity aspect of this entire case, they would want to know from the sister whether she was privy to information that Shruti Modi is now sharing, that Rhea was taking decisions on behalf of him as far as finances were concerned. Did she know of the expenses, the money that was being withdrawn? Was this discussed within the family? All those details now, of course, the ED would seek.
Well, a couple of very important points there, Swati. The family has all along been maintaining that Rhea Chakravarti was controlling Sushant Singh Rajput.
Okay, Madhav, I'll have to interrupt you. I believe we have a sequence now coming in when Meetu reached the ED office.
Meetu Singh, the sister of Sushant Singh Rajput, has come to the ED office. She is joining the probe, and she will be recording a statement on the family's behalf. This is one of the first time when the Enforcement Directorate has will be recording the statement of Meetu Singh, the sister of Sushant Singh Rajput, at here, the Enforcement Directorate's office in the city of Mumbai. This is one of the most important person with respect to the relationship with Rhea and Sushant was in between this particular time period. With video journalist Moju, Priyank Tripathi in Mumbai for Times Now.
All right, so remember Siddharth Pithani and Shruti Modi are already at the ED office. They are being interrogated, and now Meetu Singh, Sushant's sister, has also joined the probe. Let's go back to Madhav. Madhav, yes, continue, please go ahead.
Well, as I was telling you, Swati, the most important aspect that the family has all along maintained is the fact that they believe not just was Rhea Chakravarti, in control of Sushant's life, but they had also kept the family members away from Sushant. She had tried to build some kind of a distance between family members. There are several instances, complaints that she had made about another sister of Sushant's, and try and creating these kind of confusions, or what may call wedges between members of the family. The very fact that today we have put out the messages of the father, who is virtually pleading with Shruti Modi and Rhea to let him see his son, to let him know what is the kind of treatment happening, to allow him to come to Bombay. But clearly those messages, at least those screenshots that we have put out, do not show any response coming in from Rhea Chakrabarti. So this charge of the family has clearly gained ground, at least in context of the messages that we have put out here on Times Now, and have revealed really what was transpiring. And this is way back in November of last year that these messages had had been sent. But yes, very important aspects as far as the ED's probe is concerned. They have seized several digital devices, mobile phones, laptops, so on and so forth, which clearly show that there have been messages that have been deleted.
And the one,
what exactly
the one that she was
being
hiding, the one phone
up?
that she was in fact hiding, and then the ED wanted Riya Chakrabarti to submit that as well. That is also now in ED's possession. Let's go across to Priyank. Priyank, we saw that live report coming in when Meetu reached the ED office. The sister also now joins the probe.
Yeah, certainly, Swati. This is the third family member of Sushant Singh Rajput which will be recording their statement before any of the two central agencies. Yesterday, we saw that KK Singh, father of Sushant Singh Rajput, as well as his another sister, had recorded their statement before the Central Bureau of Investigation. And this is for the first time any member of Sushant Singh's family is recording their statement before the Enforcement Directorate. The ED had filed an ECIR on the basis of the Bihar Police statement, the statement which was given by Mr. KK Singh to the Bihar Police, but till now they did not question any family member of Sushant Singh Rajput. Meetu was here in the city of Mumbai. She used to go and meet Sushant, but there was a rift which was created in between Meetu and Sushant Singh Rajput because of Riya Chakrabarti. This is what the family claim. So her deposition before the ED officials will be very important factor because she will be able to give minute by minute detailed account of what she has seen from her eye. And very importantly, she was the one who had gone to Sushant Singh Rajput when he was not opening the door of his flat room. So Meetu's statement is very important, Swati. That's why she has come here along with one of the family members of her side, and she has just gone inside where she will be recording her statement and deposing before the Enforcement Directorate.
Right. Stay on with us, Priyank, Kajal and Madhav. We also have Ravi Srivastava, political analyst, and Manasvi Thapar, a lawyer and also a political analyst on the broadcast. I'll go across to our guests, but for now, we're taking a very short break. I'll come back on the other side. Welcome back. So, business manager of Sushant Singh Rajput, Shruti Modi, has made some revelations during the interrogation at the ED office, and she is right now also in the ED office where Meetu Singh, Sushant Singh Rajput's sister, has also reached. Our guests also continue to be with us. We also have Vishalvi Sharma joining us on the broadcast. But let me first quickly go across to Ravi Srivastava. Ravi Srivastava, isn't the family's stand or their claim vindicated now with this revelation? Shruti Modi says she used to interact a lot more, but post-February that was limited, and she says that most of the decisions, financial decisions, were being taken by Riya on behalf of Sushant Singh Rajput.
Swati, whatever investigation or probe is going on, it is not indicating any kind of linkage between the death of Sushant Singh and his financial issue. Now, rift with the family, the sisters complaining, the father complaining, all these things do not conclude or do not say that what was the reason for Sushant Singh's suicide or murder or death or whatever it is. I think the focus is being shifted.
For the moment, Ravi Srivastava, aren't these revelations at the initial stage of the investigation? This investigation will have to proceed based on the leads that the investigators are collecting before we can come to a conclusion of whether it's moving the right direction or not.
Swati, nobody does the money laundering through the bank account. That's the main thing. If you have got property, Riya bought a property in 2012. She bought property in 2018 when she was not in contact with
but she's not being,
with the Sushant
okay, but from what we are hearing from the Enforcement Directorate sources is that, and let me bring in Manasvi Thapar, he's also a lawyer and a political analyst. Manasvi Thapar, sources are telling us that during the interrogation, Riya Chakrabarti has failed to answer some very crucial questions related to the income, the source of income between 2017-2019, which remained steady, but the fixed assets went up and investments increased despite the source of income being the same. So where was that money coming from? That's a very obvious question the ED would want to know.
Obviously, this is a very obvious question which anyone would want to know, and this is a very critical question also, Swati ji. What we need to understand in this particular situation is who is Sushant Singh Rajput. He was one of the most talented actors. He was not only talented, he was one of the most intelligent actors in Bollywood. So we cannot deny, we cannot take away this fact from him that he didn't have any information of this, and they were living together in a live-in relationship.
All right.
And in a live-in relationship, you are as much as a spouse that you would be in a marriage system. And accordingly, if this particular property is a joint property, if this particular property is purchased in the name of Rhea, sponsored and funded by Sushant, that can be the angle. But this cannot be an angle that this has been siphoned off.
So that's one side of the angle. So that's one side of the angle of the story that you are presenting. And the other side is, let me bring in Vishal V. Sharma. The other side are the messages. Okay, the messages that are now being shared or circulated that the father sent to Rhea Chakrabarti and Shruti Modi, telling them that he wants to get in touch with Sushant, he wants to know how his son is doing, and we see no response coming in. He also tells Shruti Modi, please book my flight tickets, I want to come, I've spoken to Sushant. He tells me that he's worried about something.
Yeah, exactly. And what did they do? They blocked them off. This is a clear indication that there is a conscious attempt to disconnect Sushant from his family. Now, Manasvi has said that Rhea Chakrabarti was as good as his spouse, but she wasn't his spouse, right? It was a live-in relationship, but it was not a live-in relationship that spanned years and years of companionship. It was hardly she had moved into his life, I think, in April in 2019. And thereafter, you see a pattern. What is the pattern? The pattern is there is money in Sushant's bank account. The money is going out. Where is the money going out? It's a matter of investigation. How much is the money? Is the money for electricity bills? Is the money for buying a car? No, it's crores and crores and crores of rupees. Where is the money? Where is the outflow of the money going?
Okay.
It's a legitimate question. If the outflow is traced to Rhea Chakrabarti or her family members or investments in the name of those family members, then surely it raises questions. You see the body language of the people of Rhea Chakrabarti and the team Rhea that is being labeled as, the body language points towards certain red flags.
Body language is not the matter or subject of investigation, but the financial
Swati,
irregularity
can I rebut?
is. I'll come to you. Let me quickly take an update from Priyank. He's joining us from outside the ED office. And Priyank, like I was trying to highlight, as far as Rhea Chakrabarti, okay, I believe we've lost that line with Priyank. Let me go across to Kajal now. Kajal, as I was trying to highlight earlier as well, what sources are telling us in terms of the questioning that is taking place, Rhea Chakrabarti has failed to answer some very crucial questions. The source of income versus the investments made do not add up.
Yes, of course, ED's primary inquiry is into these things only. They want to know whether or not she had the kind of income that could have allowed her to afford some of the things, some of the shares, some of the fixed assets like the flats that she has purchased, whether she did have that much amount, because so far the one ITR that has come into the media is of the previous year, and that only shows an income of 14 lakhs. So the 18 lakhs, sorry. So they need to corroborate if in the previous year she had more income than that, and whether she had any other sources of income which may not have been there in the ITR. All of these things are being investigated right now to try and paint a picture of what exactly is the financial status of Rhea Chakrabarti, because remember, Sushant Singh's family's main claim is that she was living off of his money. That is the thing that they have been trying to say. But Rhea's side has tried to put up their own defense to that.
And the family now claims that it's a murder. That's what they've told the CBI. Manasvi Thapar.
The right to speak anything, because the loss of the family is much bigger than anyone would have any kind of loss. So that I don't want to question into. On the financial angle, I would want to say, see, if two people start a company together, one person is sponsoring something, that does not mean, or one person is funding or investing in that company, that does not mean that the other one is siphoning off the money, because these transactions are transactions in white. These transactions are bank transactions. So bank transactions do not indicate any kind of siphoning. So it goes from one account to the other account, and everything is accounted. So she may have income tax returns which are of a lesser amount, but the companies may have more amount, because Sushant is the person who's funding or investing in that company, and he's signing it. And he's not a layman. He's not a person who does not have any understanding or information. He's a very educated and intelligent person.
Okay, Vishal V. Sharma wants to...
The entire premise of Manasvi's argument is that the transactions were in white. It's a bank transaction, and therefore siphoning cannot happen. I completely disagree with that. In fact, siphoning of money is from bank accounts. Now the question is it a legitimate outflow of money, or has Sushant been induced by the use of psychotropic drugs? Sir, let me finish. I have not interrupted you. Kindly grant the courtesy of letting me finish. Has Sushant been
This does
induced?
not add
Has
to
there
any
been an
crime.
inducement for the outflow of huge crores and crores of money? Sir, these are questions that we have to ask.
Vishalji, that's a matter of
Legitimate
investigation.
And the question is, if a person having 18 lakh rupees income, sir, 18 lakh rupees income is not increasing, fixed assets are increasing. You tell me what is the magic formula? You tell me
Sir,
the
there
magic
is no
formula.
magic.
Even
Sir.
I would like to increase my assets by that
Yes, so
magic
if
formula.
there were other
The magic
sources
formula
of
is
income, they clearly
Vishal
haven't
Sharma,
found a
he has
mention.
taken a loan
Ravi
from
Srivastava,
Tata.
even if there were other sources of income, they haven't found a mention in the ITR. And while the income remained steady, the investments in properties and shareholding funds went up. That's what the ED is looking into at this point in time. Priyank, as far as the ED's angle of financial irregularity is concerned, now Shruti Modi is also revealing that decisions were being taken by Rhea Chakrabarti on behalf of Sushant Singh Rajput. Questions being raised on whether he was willingly, doing the transactions, or was he under the influence of some sort of a psychotropic drug, as Mr. Vishal B. Sharma is claiming at this point in time. Whether he had given that right willingly to Rhea to take all the decisions on his behalf, or was she manipulating him? Those are the allegations, of course.
See, certainly, Swati, and to know the other side of the story, Neetu Singh, the sister of Sushant Singh Rajput, has been called in by the Enforcement Directorate because Rhea apparently left Sushant's residence on the 8th of June. And from then till 12th of June, Neetu stayed back with Sushant. But what she had told to Bihar police officials, that because she has a child at home to be taken care of, she left Sushant's house on 12th of June. So what happened in between that is a big mystery for the Enforcement Directorate officials also. What ED would like to know that whether in this particular time period, did Sushant tell her regarding any kind of blackmailing which was happening to him, because he was alone with his sister. So he would have opened up his heart and spoken to his sister regarding what was happening in his life. But whether this happened or not, Neetu would be in a better position to tell it to Enforcement Directorate officials. The ED will also like to know that whether there was any big financial transaction which happened in between Sushant and his family member, and whether Sushant had told her anything regarding Rhea Chakrabarti, because she had left the life of Sushant on 8th of June. So these are the basic factors on which the ED will ask her. And one more thing which is obviously to be asked to her is that what happened on that unfortunate day when she received a call from Siddharth Patani to reach to Sushant's house when Sushant was not opening the door, and she rushed from her Goregaon residence to Bandra Pali Hill, and after she reached, Sushant was already dead.
She stayed with Sushant Singh Rajput from the 8th of June when Rhea left him till the 12th of June, isn't it, Priyank?
Sushant's house on 8th of June, and since then she was not receiving the call of Sushant. That's why he was not feeling well. His flatmates contacted Neetu, and then Neetu reached to the residence of Sushant of Mount Blanc Pali Hill, and she stayed there for a few days, and after that she had to leave. According to her previous statement, she will certainly repeat the same sort of statement, but the ED will also look into that whether in this particular time period did Sushant told her regarding any kind of financial transaction which happened in between Sushant and some other people, or whether he was under influence of some people or being blackmailed.
Well, yes, absolutely. In fact, did Sushant Singh Rajput during that time period reveal anything to Neetu? Let me go across to Madhav for more on that. And these questions are very pertinent because Neetu was the family member who stayed with Sushant Singh in the last couple of days, between June 8th till June 12th. So, was there any conversation about Rhea Chakrabarti and the family members? Was he under some sort of pressure? Was he being manipulated? And if he had shared that information with the sister Neetu, then that could be a breakthrough.
Well, absolutely. That could perhaps be potentially a big breakthrough, or at least, if not a breakthrough, even could give a snapshot of what was going on in Sushant Singh Rajput's mind in the run-up to the days that he took the extreme step allegedly, or as the family alleges that he was murdered. Either way you look at it, the fact is that if a person has been spending time with him in his last days, that person, particularly a close family member such as a sister, would perhaps have been confided in terms of whatever problems personally, professionally, emotionally or otherwise Sushant Singh Rajput may have been going through, and perhaps she could in fact throw light on the kind of issues that Sushant Singh Rajput was facing, who was causing them, was it Rhea Chakrabarti, was it someone else? All of those factors are something that investigating agencies could certainly get a better understanding of from Neetu, and that's why her deposition becomes that much more crucial as far as this entire case is concerned.
We're tracking all the developments that are being reported from the ED office. For the moment, taking a short break, our reporters and guests will continue to be with us.